Watch. To the world. That's how it works.
Hello there once again, fight fans. Welcome to Talkin' Fight. We've got Neil the Deal, his show, and tonight he's going to discuss with us good old Vinny Paz. What do you got for us, Neil?
Hey, how you doing tonight, Graham? Thank you very much for having me out. As usual, love you all. Thank you, Graham, again. Guys, I just want to say the likes, the shares, the comments, and the subscriptions. Today was probably the biggest day. That's what I think. I don't know. I checked it out, and wow. Thank you so much, guys. It's been absolutely unbelievable. And I sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, check it out. Greatest of all time. There you go. I got my new shirt on, Graham. Is sick. All right. You guys are the greatest of all time. It's not me, it's you guys. And I got to thank you from the bottom of the greatest of all time's heart, me and Mohammed. Thanks. Okay. So tonight, Graham, we're gonna talk a little bit about a guy who I was watching for many years and was completely enthralled with because his actual story, Graham, is well, they made movies out of this guy, right? And he deserves that. He was an amazing fighter, and he did things out of the ring that are like I was like, wow, that's unbelievable. So we're gonna talk about this guy a little bit here, guys. Thanks a lot, you Talking Fight fans and the Neil the Deal fans. Thank you so much for coming out. We're gonna talk about our friend here, the Paz. That's what we call him, the Paz. It's Vinny Pazienza. All right, the Panamanian Devil is what we call him. The Devil, the Panamanian Devil. So he was one of the guys that like he when we talk about guys that duck and run and guys, they kind of like duck guys here and there oh, I don't want to fight him. He could beat me up and then my career's over. Well, this guy never ducked nobody. He actually called everybody out and he did the job 24/7. He was probably one of the toughest out of the ring guys. I understand from the word on the street is this guy would work out 24/7. Even when his family and friends were telling him, listen, you got to mellow out. Now, he just went balls to the wall, literally. And actually, it's unbelievable what he did. So we're going to talk a little bit about Vinny Paz tonight, guys. So get the popcorn, get the peanuts, get the kids around, and we're going to talk about Vinny Paz tonight, all right? And again, shares, likes, subscribes. You guys are the bomb. I gotta tell you, thanks. All right. So listen, we're talking about Vinny Paz, right? He's the Panamanian Devil. He was born Vincenzo Edward Pazienza, December 16th, 1962. All right. So he's right around our era, Graham, We have a little more hair. No, he's got hair. I got hair. And look. I actually have hair. And Graham has hair, and we're on the same page here. So he was born in Cranston, Rhode Island, USA. All right. And so he's from Rhode Island, which is pretty cool. Like, Rhode Island. All right, cool. And he had an amateur career before he had a pro career, like most guys do. And his amateur career was excellent. He was 22 wins and 1 loss. All right, that's in his amateur career. And he fought in 3 different weight divisions. We're talking light, welterweight, light middleweight, and super middleweight. So that's pretty good. He probably fluctuated about 10, 15 pounds. That's 10 pounds type of thing, right? So if you guys go and watch Vinny Paz and any of his fights, he was a bulldog. Like, I remember him as being a very upper body strength guy who basically muscled you around the ring. He had all kinds of skill, punching power like crazy, and he was like an alpha male. He's like a wolf. This guy would hunt guys down, and he did damage, like big damage. So I really liked him because, well, he's like me. You know what I mean? I'm a wolf dolphin guy. That's so I like wolves, I like dolphins, and that's what I like. So he's an alpha wolf, alpha male. So he really did the job. So he's the same height as me, by the way, 5'7.5". He probably weighed a lot less than me. Sorry about that, guys. I'm working on it every day. I'm losing weight. You know how it is. This COVID thing ain't helping, right? So, uh, he had a lot of pro fights. So we're gonna, he was 22-1 in his amateur career. In his pro career, he went into he had 60 fights, Graham. 60. That's a big number. As we always say, anything over 50 is wow. Like that's most guys, as we talk about, you talk and fight Neil the Deal fans, it's 50 fights, and everybody seems to kind of back up, right? So any of these guys who have anything over 50 fights is impressive because they ain't getting any younger after 50 fights. You know what I mean? Like, so he popped out an extra 10 basically, and he did the job. So out of 60 fights, Graham, he had 50 wins. All right, which is excellent. 50 wins out of 60 fights. Yeah, good. He only lost 10. Like he wasn't like, you know, winning every fight, but he was always in the fight. You know. Sorry, I'm just gonna adjust my hair right there. Sorry, guys. There you go. So exactly, it's very important to me. So 10 losses, right? So in his 50 wins, he had 30 KOs, right? Out of 50. 20 wins by decision, Graham. So it was 30 KOs, 20 by decision. He had 10 losses, 3 KOs, 6 decisions, and 1 disqualification. So he's one of those guys. He had multiple title, how do I say, attempts, right? He attempted to win the titles. And guess what? Guys, check him out. He won the titles. So we're going to go through his titles right now. All right. He won 5 world titles, this guy. He won the IBF light welterweight title. He won the WBA junior middleweight championship. He won the IBO super middleweight championship. He won the IBC super middleweight championship. And he won the WBU. WBU? Who are these guys? WB Graham, what's WBU?
I'm going to hazard a guess and say World Boxing Union.
Union or something. Okay, that makes sense. Super middleweight champion. So that's 5 world champions. He was a 5-time world champion, all right? He debuted in 1983. His first fight was a win. He won his first 14 bouts. And before he lost to this guy named Abdicator. It's like the guy from the Detroit Red Wings, isn't it, Graham? Abdicator? Yeah. Maybe they were like cousins, distant cousins. Abdicator. He's a real nasty bastard in the Detroit Red Wings. But anyways, Abdicator beat him, which was his first loss. And that was December 1st, 1984. And he got TKO'd in the 5th. So after that, and that was actually in Milan, Italy. So if you want to watch that fight, Vinny Paz versus Abdicator, it's in Milan, and that'll be the one you want to watch. So he had other notable fights, like lots of them, Graham. Like I said earlier on in the commentary here, he didn't duck anybody at all, guys. This guy went right at you, full steam ahead. And if you watch his fights and the size of them, like Graham, if you watch Vinny Paz, the upper body, like like the traps and the chest, and like me, it's like look at the size. You know what I mean? Like I'm that kind of guy. Oh yeah, I work on the railroad. Come and try it out, guys. Come on, go work on the railroad and see how you feel. All right. So, anyways, he fought a bunch of guys which are super duper amazing, and he did everything in his power to win every one of those fights, and he basically won 95% of them. So we're going to talk about some guys that he fought. This one made me laugh, Graham. He fought Joe Frazier Jr. Do you remember Joe Frazier Jr.?
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Like, yes, what? I do, but I don't remember him fighting. I don't remember seeing his fights.
No, I actually have not seen Joe Frazier Jr. fight because I think it only lasted one fight. It was against Vinny Paz, and he got knocked out, and that was the end of him. Finished. Take out the garbage. You're done. Sorry, Frazier Jr., you're done. All right, so then he fought another guy who I know is Henry Arroyo. We're going to talk about Arroyo. He was a fantastic fighter, Arroyo. Then he fought another guy twice. No, sorry, 3 times. His name's Greg Haugen. Haugen. Guys, Check out the fights between Vinny Paz and Greg Haugen. Greg Haugen is another one we're going to talk about, Graham, soon. He fought him 3 times. He won 2 and lost 1. So he was 2-1 against Haugen. And they kind of had this little rivalry thing going, you know what I mean? Like, you know, kind of like the Mickey Ward Gotti thing, you know what I mean? Like, you know, they probably hung out and had drinks and whatever they did, you know, like they're friends, but they pounded each other's light bulbs out like every time they're in the ring. Those are great fights. Haugen was great. So that was him. Roger Mayweather, we've talked about him. He passed away last year, Graham. Rest in peace, Roger. Thank you for everything. God bless your heart, man. That's Floyd Mayweather's uncle and the coach and trainer of Floyd Mayweather Jr. All right, so Roger Mayweather, he lost to Roger Mayweather. Funny enough, so Roger Mayweather got the best of him, right? And it's very hard to get the best of this guy because he gives it to you 24/7, 101%, if that's possible. I always give 100%. Guys, come on, you got to give 100% in everything you do. I tried it 101, but apparently it's impossible because God told me it's 100%. That's it. So we try to do our best always, and that's what Vinny Paz did. So all you Talking Fight fans, Neil the Deal fans, just give 100% at what you do, and you'll have the faith, be safe, all that great stuff, right? So we also fought another friend of ours, Graham, Hector Camacho. He fought Camacho, and I remember that fight. I watched that fight, and that was for the WBO light welterweight title, right? And he lost. Vinny Paz lost. Camacho had the better of him that day. Hector, R.I.P. to Hector too. God bless you, Heck. All right. So then we had Dan Sherry, Roberto Duran. Remember him, Roberto Duran? From where's he from again, Graham? Do you remember?
Is it Honduras?
Nope. Try again.
Panama? No, he's not.
There you. Oh, Graham, you were paying attention. That a boy. Remember we had. I originally said he was from Mexico, so the fans.
Yes.
I was hoping you were going to remember that. He's from Panama, Roberto Duran. So, anyways, he fought Duran twice, and he actually beat Duran twice. And what was Duran's record at the end, Graham? It was like 71-4, 3. So he lost twice to Vinny Paz, and once to Roberto or Sugar Ray Leonard. So those are his losses, right? Vinny Paz is a serious cat, and he's a super cool cat, like really cool guy. Hey, Vinny, if you ever see this, bro, I want you on Neil the Deal show. I seen the movie. You are one of the coolest cats out there, and I love you. So, Vinny Paz, if you're out there, man, you're watching the Neil the Deal show, I'd love to have you out here. All right, so he fought him. He fought Roy Jr., Graham, right? Roy Jones Jr., and he lost to Roy Jones Jr. So that, you know what I mean? He lost 10 fights, and he only lost to these super duper duper star guys. You know, he serious guy, 50-10. That's pretty serious. They fought Eric Lucas. He fought his last fight. It was his Tucker Purcell dude or something, and he won the fight. So his last fight, Graham, he actually went out as a winner, which is good because he deserves to be a winner. Now, he returned to the ring, 1992, excuse me, guys. He was sort of retired a bit, you know. He got into a car accident was the issue, Graham. He was a passenger in a car, and the car was severely broken, and so was he. And Vinny Paz ended up in a neck, what do they call that thing, that head halo? It's a halo or something, Graham, you know, like the wire thing?
Yes. Right.
Yeah. So the poor guy ended up in this.
It goes down here, all the way up here, yeah.
Yeah, one of those round things that go around your head and stuff, right? So anyways, because he broke it, all right, in this car accident, you know, he wasn't driving, but he was in the car. And apparently the doctors had told him that, listen, dude, you can't be fighting anymore. You can't be, you know, hanging out with your friends and, you know, skiing or like, you can't do anything. You know what he told them, Graham? That was great. Um, right? So he basically, in a nutshell, said, "No, I'm just going to continue fighting," right? And he didn't pay attention to his family, his friends, his doctors, nothing. He basically just said, "I'm doing whatever I want to do. I'm a fighter, right? And if I die training or whatever, or in a fight, that's the way he wanted to die." So I got to give him two thumbs up for that one. He's the captain of his own fate, and he determined his own fate. And guess what? Against all odds, he did it and destroyed them. It's unbelievable. Watch the movie. It's a movie. So, anyways, he ended up having a lot of hard times, after the ring was over, as a lot of the boxers do, we all know, or a lot of the pro athletes, it's a big change being, in front of 20, 30,000 people, and then nobody knows who you are. So he kind of had some personal problems and some family problems, which we don't get into because that's his business, not my business. That's his business. But apparently he's better now. He went back to fight again, you know, against all odds. You know what I mean? Everybody wrote him off as like, oh, he's got a, you know, he's finished. Or no, 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 no. He came back because he's got heart. He should have been a Canadian, actually, right? When you got, we won all the wars. We are the war winners, and the Americans show up after us and take all the glory. So those guys, what was the end of the song, Graham? The Brave or something? Something about Brave. The U.S. Brave. Home of the Brave, isn't it? Yeah, Home of the Brave. So I literally can't believe that he like to hang out with us here in Canada because he's got the heart like this guy. Oh yeah. Oh, here's that side. There we go. Greatest of all time. I know. I know. That's how it works. So he's one of the greatest of all time. So I got to thank Vinny Paz. If you're out there, Vinny, we're thinking about you. We love the way you displayed yourself. You're a fighter at heart, and you're one of the coolest cats out there. And guys, the movie is called something like Bleed something. What is it called? Do you know the movie, Grant?
No, I'm not familiar with that one.
It's something. What is it? Something I'm thinking.
Is it the story of his life?
Yes, it's the story of his life.
Well, I'll have to Google it then.
No, you know what? I just remembered. It's called Bleed for This. That's the name of the movie that is based on Vinny Paz's life. So, guys, Talking Fight fans, Neil the Deal fans, get your Netflix out and watch the movie Bleed for This. Graham, you need to watch this. Even Big Ray, Big Ray will know. The Scoop, he knows. All right, absolutely. This guy's got more heart than you know. I want to be like him. Put it that way. If I had the heart of him, broken neck, still fighting, family telling him, doctors going, you're gonna die, and you know what he said? Like I said, that's okay. I'll die in the ring. It's fine. I'm good with that. That's the kind of man I am. I'm doing what I want, whenever I want, and if I die, hey, we're all born to die. That's the way it goes. So God bless you, Vinny Paz. We gotta love you. And I just want to say a couple of quick things, Graham, before we end the episode tonight, guys. Likes, shares, comments have been amazing. The comments have been over the top. And the subscriptions, it's like, thank you guys. Like, you must be calling all your family, friends, I don't know, ex-girlfriends, ex-boyfriends. I don't know who you're calling. But thank you very much for everything. I really appreciate it. It's super awesome. I want to say again, thank you to a few people, Graham. I need to say this because they've helped me. And it's all of you out there, the Talk and Fight fans, have helped me. Graham has helped me. Graham, I love you. And there's a few people. Hector, thank you, man. Alicia, of course, that's my friend, my best friend. And my family, my brother and stuff. We're doing all right. So I want to thank you so much. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night because tomorrow night we have Mr. Sid Vanderpool on the show. which is, I'm just going to adjust my hat here about that. I just got to go, really? Sid Vanderpool's coming out? Whoa, this is sick stuff, guys. Like, we're talking world champions to hang out with me. I was like, whoa. Thank you so much, Sid. I can't wait to see you tomorrow, buddy. Guys, come out and check out Sid. Keep liking, keep sharing, keep commenting, keep subscribing. And Sid is coming out tomorrow, and he's the big boy. Thanks a lot, Graham, for having me tonight, eh? We'll see you tomorrow with Sid.
Thank you very much, Neil. Really appreciate that. And yes, you'll see me tomorrow night with Sid on the show. Neil the Deal, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you very much.
On, fellows. I love you too. Thanks for the hat, brother.